friends, it's Monica again with Pom Pom Posted, live and unfiltered and post-run and bar class. I went out for a little marathon warm-up run this morning, just 3 miles, and then came back and did live streaming Pure Bar, mostly just to, do something that was semi-social. And on this miniature run, it was just supposed to be a few miles just to get the legs moving. I was stopped by the Lincoln Steps, where you round about to go to Haynes Point, and this cop crossed the road and stood in my way and said, "You can't run this way. Everything is closed." And I said, "But I'm alone." And he said, "Sorry, everything's closed. You can run on Constitution if you want to." And I said, "Why? Why can't I run alone?" And he said, "Well, it's because we've got a pandemic going on right now." And I understand to some degree, but it doesn't make me any less angry. They meaning, the powers that be, rightfully so, canceled the rock and roll marathon and half marathon. And so I have determined to run a marathon by myself tomorrow, with the, verbal support of my run community, my church community, every, related community, online, which I am so appreciative of. But I made a route that took me on a path that is now closed. So they say, they're in psychology that you have emotion-focused coping and solution-focused coping. So, and then an ideal ratio is 20% to 80%. So 20% emotional-focused coping is healthy, and then the other 80% should be problem and solution-focused coping. So I was really angry and and I wanted to just run 26 miles right then and just or say F you and go run anyway, and they can chase me in their cop cars and take me to jail. It's not against the law. And I thought about all of these things, literally doing all of these things. And then I ran back and did my bar class, and I'm still angry, but that 20% is done, unfortunately for me, because it's kind of fun to get mad sometimes, especially if you ever encounter a really perky person, or a pom-pom style person, a cheerleader, just know that they've got a serious, serious temper, because what goes up must come down. And so anybody who's really even keeled, that's just the way they're going to be for the most part. Anybody who is really high gets really, really low. So now that I can't be really angry anymore, act out in anger, I'm going to redo my marathon course. The irony about doing this marathon tomorrow is that the last time I did a marathon was 5 years ago, and I had basically, long story short, I ran into a bee. The bee stung me in the ankle. I got a shin splint because I limped home with a bee sting barefoot. And then I couldn't run because I had shin splints, and so I started riding my bicycle. Then I crashed my bike. I dislocated my pelvis, sustained a concussion. I couldn't run anymore because my pelvis was dislocated. And so I decided to run the marathon anyway, and I didn't tell anybody I was running. I just went out and decided that upon waking that morning, the only thing worse than not finishing the marathon, being in horrible pain in the marathon, running a marathon in 45 degrees and rain, was better than laying in bed knowing that thousands of people were out running. So I made a choice, and I finished the marathon, and I got top 20 in women. And so now this year, there is no marathon, and guess what? I'm gonna run a marathon anyway. And guess what? It's gonna be 50 degrees and raining. So in some ways it's nostalgic, not only because of the rain, but also because of my determination to do it anyway. So I wanted to share that story with you. because it's important that you don't cancel your life, okay? Just let that sink in for a moment. Do not cancel your life, okay? I just got chills when I said that. Showing determination and resolution and making a choice, making a decision, not for anybody else, not so you can post it on Facebook afterwards, not for validation, not because you think it's something you have to do or something you should do. We talked about shoulding all over yourself yesterday. Not because of any of those things, because it is yours. It's all yours, and you get to decide. So don't cancel on yourself today. Don't cancel on yourself during this time of transition, during this time of change, during this time of disruption. Stick with it. Keep everything a green light. Go as much as you possibly can. Be kind to yourself, but also be vigilant with yourself. So take that into the weekend, and I will probably not see you tomorrow because I'll be kind of tired, hopefully, from finishing the 26.2, but I will see you on Sunday. So happy Friday. Appreciate you all, and have a great day.